Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. It's been a couple days since I last played, so I've just been distracted and probably needed that. Although it is getting dangerously down to a point where maybe I am distracting myself subconsciously because I'm not really that interested in playing more of Isaac, and so we should probably work towards wrapping up the series if that's the case. Here, I'm just going to warm up a little bit on a blue baby that's almost certainly going to fail and die. And because of the way blue baby is, you kind of need to use the poops. Like, he really is about the only character that I would even bother to pull the left trigger on the poop item, just because of the fact that there's that need for as much assistance as you can possibly get as far as items and blue soul hearts. Yeah, if you had Isaac and you started Isaac with a choice between the D6 or the poop and nothing, you would just almost certainly take the poop but then not use it. Yep, and bloody coins, blood money, whatever. I think isn't it? I don't think it's money equals power type thing where it increases your attack higher. I would have to have a significant amount of coins to even test that theory out. I would assume it increases your chances of red hearts when you pick up a coin, which that then only really synergizes with something like Dark Bum for a blue baby. It might be the opposite. It might increase the chances of a coin when you pick up red hearts, which then kind of makes it completely useless for blue baby. Yep. Wow. That really goes to show how unwarmed up I am. Take out almost all the enemies in the room and then get hit by one remaining fly. Yeah, I've been very distracted, desperately trying to clean up the digital mess that is my files. But that also means I haven't been scheduling videos for YouTube, and that desperately needs to happen also. So I've just been bad about being productive in the right places. Alright. So, Halo of Flies, Protector is good. And this sucks. Because what you first want to do is this, because that guarantees your bomb back and blows up a bunch of rocks. Then, if you want to take a guarantee, you take the soul heart, or you hope that this blows up enough to give you a bomb. Nope, just a red heart. So yeah, we could have gone in there, but clearly the smart move would have been to do that. And I think particularly for the blue baby, that is where it boils down to, is that you just can't take any chances. And there definitely is a factor of just being a little too close to a gambling addict when playing Isaac, and blue baby just does not synergize with that. And in all fairness, I probably would beat this guy fine, but we're one health down, or down to half health. You really couldn't have a better situation to just kill yourself and start over again. And yeah. It is shocking that there isn't some kind of hack of some sort where the share button does something on PC. Like, I doubt it is its own separate signal on different wires or different protocols or anything like that. So the signal is being sent by the controller more than likely, unless it's just a firmware thing that the controller itself recognizes it's plugged into a computer, presents a completely different interface and protocols by going into a different mode. But even if it was a firmware thing, then it would just be an obvious thing to fix that firmware. And part of that certainly shows the kind of annoying thing about how Microsoft came out with the Elite controller and is charging like really premium prices, and I'm sure I know other controller makers have some really expensive controllers too, and that those are overpriced, but I think there are definitely features now that feel like they've been held back for the Elite controller, and really the Xbox standard controller that 99% of all players who use an Xbox controller, whether on PC or on Xbox, should have. Things like turning off the LED, like you clearly can control whether it blinks or not, so you could clearly set it so you could turn the LED off and not irritate people who play in the dark or don't want a glowing light in front of them. Okay, might as well touch this and I guess take it with us to the next room. 2 left trigger items is a little too much. And so you might even consider, if you're just going to be incredibly cranky about how you play, you might even consider this a run that is a failure run already, because of the fact that you've been given a left trigger item on top of another left trigger item, and there's no way you're going to have 2 left trigger items. I don't even think there is a way to do that in Rebirth itself. I think in Repentance there's a way to switch between 2 left trigger items if you get a specific upgrade, which is going to be a rarity. So yeah, here we are, just working our way through the room, doing a little bit of warm up, and then we should jump over from Blue Baby, unless this run can really manage to go far, fairly quickly to trying one of the other remaining characters, of which we have not that many more to go, and one specific episode devoted specifically to alright, see if Crack the Sky works. Nope, that was completely useless. I think we'll go back and get the Shoot the Woo item. Yep. Yeah. Oops. Not taking any damage on this floor would have been nice. And seemingly doable. Yeah, as much as I think I can handle moving fast in most games, and probably moving faster just in general in life, there is a obvious lack of ability that I have as far as widening my visual range and focus. Like, I can focus in and see a character, I can widen the visual range and see most of the enemies in a single room screen like this, but when you start to throw in 20 items that are moving at the same time, whether they're tiers or smaller enemies, and I'm supposed to seemingly know how to track all of that, I just don't have that capability. I get hitched up like a computer sometimes and just take stupid damage that I really shouldn't. 2 lock chests might be something. Let's see. I could go into this for free with the Hanged Man, but I need some way out. Whereas, use the Hanged Man here. And that is way better. And we'll put a bomb here. That didn't pay out very well. A leech is not super useful. Like, he'll do minimal damage on enemies, and he does have a bit of a stick-to-itiveness, which is intriguing, but that's about all. Alright, we'll blow up this tinted rock. We'll take this. We'll take that to the next floor. Yeah, the leech going in there and taking on these enemies while I just ignore them is fine, but you can see I'm getting health up, health up, health up, and that could never help Blue Baby. Leech would be very useful on something like a Maggie run, but you can see he doesn't really want to attack things until they're nearly on top of you, so yeah, that becomes an issue. And this definitely feels slow. It's boring. Yep. Super boring, super slow. Like, what you could have in Isaac 2 for a room like this is just a gamble button. Something that says, hey, just press this button, we'll double the damage that you take, but we'll double the speed of the enemies, and the damage dealt also, and just like crazy mode. Okay. Let's see if we get a deal with the devil here. We pretty much have to ignore it. I can't justify ever taking a deal with the devil. Let's see. 2 of spades with double our keys. We might as well take it now. Yeah, I could never really justify. We have enough to go into the storefront. Just taking deals with the devil as Blue Baby, and maybe there is something there that I'm missing as an idea. Right, take that, and we'll go ahead and put coins in. We're very, very close to 999 with the donation machine, so I could have potentially beaten the boss in that previous run and then gone and put 5 more cents into the donation machine. But yeah, you need to get significant angel room deals to help accommodate the defense you need, on top of which you're going to have to get like red chest deals or something to get your damage up really high. And a room like this, I could see it just completely wrecking me. Like, I really can't do anything other than try and hit these people. Like, I can shoot the whoop there. I can try to focus as if only that one guy's gonna attack me. Which at this angles. Yeah. I could imagine a different layout in this room would change drastically how this goes. There we go. We have a Jera. We could get a couple of those. Alright. Yeah, I think I clear out this room. I find the store. We think about whether we're gonna get the store or the challenge room. We go into the challenge room and we pull the card that jumps us into the item room. We then only spend 1 key in this floor. We may have also been able to go on the previous floor into a challenge room and I just forgot about it. Which, yeah, golden chests maybe could give us some pedestal items. Yeah. And with those pedestal items, maybe we could improve our chances. If I got a couple bombs, I'd go back down and just, I assume that the secret room is down and to the right. But here, if we do that, we have to hope there's a bomb in here. Right, doubling those coins are an option. Now, and I thought for a second there the little gray parasite was an enemy. Yeah. Okay. Take on the boss fight now, and Jer probably won't duplicate pedestal items. Let's see. Abundance. Alright, let's take the Jer with us. Regardless, because if we got into this boss fight, we got an angel deal, and then we got a bunch of soul hearts, then I could use that, and Jera duplicating soul hearts is almost certainly going to be more useful than duplicating anything else. I guess if I tried to get really close to this, you would think that the little worm would help you. But it isn't. And I'm about 2 hits away from just losing. 1 hit away. This is pathetic. Yeah, just pathetically bad. Alright, range up. So no angel deal there. Which... Did I do something that would have reduced my odds of the angel deal? Do I need to blow up statues of the shopkeepers to get an angel deal? There was a soul heart on the ground, so theoretically I could have gone and gotten that and doubled it with Jera. 1 soul heart turning into 2. Not as much reward as I'd like to have. But at this point, I think there is a decent argument to simply duplicate the coins on the ground with Jera and put it in the donation machine. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we've got much else as options. We take this, we hit this, we don't really want to fight, so we're just going here. Dark Bomb does potentially fix an issue. But only a slight issue. Darn it. That was not my intention. And since I picked up the bombs already. Now, every time this guy eats a red heart, is that getting stolen by the Dark Bomb? If it was, then I would think the Dark Bomb would start tossing out all kinds of red hearts with this combination, or all kinds of soul hearts. And our little guy is definitely doing the business as far as helping eliminate annoying, consistent enemies, smaller enemies. Okay. So then we want to blow up this. Walk out, walk back in. Then we come in here. And let's see. If we duplicate this with Jera, we'd get a key, a battery, and maybe 2 pedestal items. Otherwise, down below we get coins. So this would give us, I think, you're talking 18 cents? Well, this gives us more than 18 cents of stuff. Nope, surprisingly, it doesn't seem to do the pedestal items. That being said, we may have enough coinage here to put some coins in here. Like, I guess the question is, is there somewhere else where we could get 2 coins on this floor? I think the answer is probably no. And best case scenario, I would just take the red candle. It would be kind of silly to take the map. So 14 more cents. It's not a bad position to be in. I could put a bomb here and try and blow that up, certainly. We could look for super secret rooms. That is also something to consider. Which, yeah. I'd suspect it's here. No? Well, we're out of bombs at that point, so it doesn't matter. Mom's underwear to turn our range up. What is our range? Pretty much almost all the way around the screen. If we can get damage up, if we can get a lot of red hearts, there is a possibility here of working to shoot the whoop. Item definitely could be useful in the temporary time. And I guess if we get 3 more balls of bandages, we could get Super Bandage Girl. Which, getting them unlocked, I don't know if that permanently means you'll always just get them as a character and you no longer get balls of bandages at all. Or if you have to do it multiple times. Because I couldn't imagine that it would really be worth it to a second time get 4 pieces of bandages. Where it might be very useful to get Super Meat Boy or Bandage Girl as a whole with 1 pickup item. But the idea of needing to collect 4 pieces of anything to upgrade it never gets continued. You need to get key pieces, and that's 2 pieces, which is much more reasonable, and you have to get knife pieces later on in the Repentance DLC, which is 2 pieces. The Lost, I think, has to get like mind, body, and soul, so that's 3 fairly difficult items to get a 1 upgraded item. But then also the Lost is incredibly crazy, and everything around the Lost is incredibly crazy. It doesn't seem like this little leech actually does feed red hearts to the Dark Bum. If he did, that would be a lot of red hearts the Dark Bum was getting and not paying out for. You'd have to consider some kind of equivalent exchange there, some kind of ratio to make that fair. We want to blow up these rocks just to see if there's something that appears around them. Which I guess is pretty much part of the reason that room is designed that way. Hit that. Odds of us getting another Jera would be fairly low. You can see shot speed and damage speed is bad at the beginning of any run. So it's real easy to take damage and mess up. Taking on this guy just because he happens to be the most in the corner. There you go, that should be slightly safer now. But this really is a collection of enemies that I really expect to just be able to run around and kill very fast. And we're not seeing that. There we go. And we can't take Tiny Planet because that would make our tiers orbital, and that we don't want that. You'd need some other kind of modification to make that argument make sense. And we don't want that, the black bean, because that's fairly useless too. So we've got 2 pedestal items. Ideally, we would be looking for a room 4, dice room 4, to re-roll those. This is a big level. Lots of explosive barrels all over the place. Let's go ahead and just blow up everything that can blow up in this room. Be kind of silly to go into a shop with only 1 coin. It's taking forever. Yeah, we're down to 3 soul hearts. Desperately need to deal with the angel. You kind of need the wafer as the first deal with the angel, because getting a medium or low quality angel deal doesn't help you enough. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going quiet because I'm trying to focus here. Like, we've definitely moved out from the let's just have fun phase of playing Isaac also. Alright. We're on Catacombs 2, which pretty much means we have to take the devil deals. Yep. And you know what? We've never taken Demon Baby, so let's just take it. We're gonna die, but whatever. That gets us Demon Baby as an item. And that is probably about as much as you can hope for as this goes. Alright, let's focus now just on Isaac to the Lamb. If we could somehow get Super Meat Boy, that would be great too. If we take this, which totally makes sense, that sets us up very nicely for the very first shop we go into to put in everything up to 99 cents. Unless the dumb machine decides to jam. Which, if it does, that's just a straight up troll job. That would be totally a troll move. Really wouldn't even change much if it did jam at 998. Just next turn. Next time you do a run, put one more penny in. You never start with the donation machine jammed. So we have 2 bombs. Look for a super secret room. That's our best bet. Yep. Just take out these guys and we'll see what they offer. Whether we want to re-roll it or not. You can't get a devil deal or an angel deal on the first floor without pulling off some amazing tricks. I think the goat head on the first floor might give you a devil deal. One extra devil deal is kind of a significant increase. Oh, I forgot about the creep and the fact that I'm not flying. I haven't even had flying today. Well, that sucked. That was terrible. I had the money for the shop, didn't make it to the shop. I'm still not warmed up, obviously. Or getting there. Slowly. I think we've had this, so let's just reroll this. Kills, heal. Actually, yeah, I guess you're fine there. You're not going to get enough charge on the first floor to reroll. So, my only other possibility would have been to hold on to the charge because of the boss room drop and see if maybe I wanted that instead. Yeah, that would be more information, and knowledge is power, certainly, to make better decisions. Yeah, and it's not like there's a timeline or deadline as far as making these decisions. Oh, this is so bad. If anything, this may just prove that there's no going home. Once you stop playing Isaac, that the high-level requirements that are left on anything are going to be fairly brutal, and you're going to have to think about. So, I want to try this out. Okay. Can we not die? So I'm thinking you pull this. And nope, that did red heart damage and did damage to everybody that could be damaged. And that was it. And it seemingly is doing just 100 things. Did I get the scissors because I managed to kill myself, or did I get the scissors because that was our 100th death? That was our 100th death. Yep, okay. I thought that was something that was going to let you bleed and draw a circle around it, and then that would do damage to the characters on the inside. That must be a later DLC item. So I really had no business taking that item. Should have re-rolled it. But anything, even Rebirth. It's stupid to say you want more pedestal items that would be health up, but kind of want a more frequent occurrence of health items that help you up if I'm gonna play as badly as I've played in the past. But I guess for good players, obviously, that they're gonna want something that increases your range, your damage, your speed, something else. Speed increase is probably gonna save you 5 times over at least compared to 1 extra health. I guess for time's sake I could have gone and looked and fought the enemy. Like the only thing that could happen here is I could go to the item room and just know for certain I want to take that item room. But then even then I've lost charges that I could potentially be gaining. This would have been a room with 1 charge. This room would have been another room with 1 charge. And while it wouldn't have been enough to let us reroll with the d6 twice in 1 floor, it would have been helpful in the next potential floor. There you go. I think this will play very well. I think we need 14 cents, so it's not worth it to go to the shop yet. Let's put a bomb here. Oh, that gives us a soul heart. As for where the secret room would be, super secret room has a chance of being here. That gives us an eternal heart. And the actual secret room can't be down there. So you'd have to assume it is here. And it isn't. So it's either up there or to the right here. And I'd assume it's to the left. Let's go on and take on the haunt. We still run into far too many instances of the haunt. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a reason why I keep running into the haunt, and it's simply because I have never beaten him once without taking damage, and there's just some level of unlock or a different variation on the haunt that unlocks if you beat him without taking damage. Right. Damage and range up. Heart. Soul heart. There's no red hearts to get. Eternal heart. Not a bad first level, with the exception of taking all the damage. It could also just be a case that without the DLC there's really only 4 or 5 different types of first floor enemies you can fight. This is an oddly busy room full of rocks. So we have a tinted rock there we could blow up if we get a bomb. Hmm. Let's see. Unless we get a golden key, I guess there's slight reason to maybe wait. Judgment. Probably won't want to use that this early. Just hold on to it. Okay. So we have one bomb, which we should go get the tinted rock for. We have an item here, which is pretty pointless. So we'll re-roll that. And that one's pretty pointless too. Let's see. Let's just blow up this guy and see if we can get some coins. Nope. Let's take this. And this. We didn't have quite enough money to bill it to 999, so I still should have probably put all the coins in there, but whatever. There was a tinted rock, but chose to blow up the shopkeeper instead. Okay, so because we're playing as Isaac, now it does make sense to potentially get a deal with the devil. So we'll start with a Guppy's Tail item. We'll start with ceremonial robes. We'll take some pills. That's range up. That's range down. If I pop judgment in here, it is still a judgment guy. Do we have a great run going on right now? Not really, but it's not terrible. It's not bad enough to say, hey, let's just die and reset. We're one way to Guppy. What do we really need to beat the lamb? A lot of health and a lot of damage is kind of it. Like there really isn't an enemy that just demands huge amounts of range or luck. Nothing seems to be affected by luck or shot speed or anything like that too much, particularly when you get to these champion level characters and boss level enemies, which makes me just kind of assume that they've done a really good job of balancing out the enemies so that they are fairly fair in almost every scenario, and very rarely are you gonna have a scenario where you just straight up lose because your stats were too low. Shouldn't have used the key on that. But now, whenever we pick up a coin, we'll get a bomb, which That makes things different. Balls of steel. Well, and bad gas. Put that there. Now we're short a key to get into the shop or the item room. So we gotta just cross our fingers, and more than likely we will get a key. Come on, are you coming back? This is slow. Wow, we're getting all these keys. Let's go in here. We're getting all these locked chests, but we don't have keys to take them out. Speed size up, or do we reroll? Like, speed up, size down is pretty great as far as a pill. And then super secret room is probably here. Eternal heart, which we could pick up now. We could, until we get a better trinket, be kind of wasteful with bombs and try and get some more pills. More bombs. We'll put one here to blow up 3 things at once. If I could get a PhD in this run, this might work fairly well. Speed and range up, and we're even smaller now. So, yeah. Damage now is all we're really looking for. I'm not going to be able to shoot this guy. Wow. So we have 1 key. So you either go in here and you take this hoping to get a key back, which would just be stupid. We would... You know what a secret room and a super secret room is? I think you go in here. I think you blow up this guy. I think we just put all the coins in here. Yep. And that's, I think, all we can do on this floor. Just having to leave a whole bunch of stuff. But we're making progress, so whatever. Progress to 999. Of course, the problem here is I'm not 100% sure there isn't an achievement for blowing up the donation machine, and on the other hand, there's really just no reason not to blow up the donation machine. You either put in that extra penny and the machine blows up and you start at 500, or you play a kind of silly argument that you're going to, in the remaining of your runs, really need the potential 600 coins that you've already put in the machine. The way I see it, you've already donated the money to the donation machine. You're never going to get it back. It would be interesting if it kind of just locked at a certain point and it was all negative from that point, and you couldn't put any more coins in once you hit 999, which is, I guess, the other thing it could have been, is that the item could have just been jammed with a coin, and then you couldn't put any more coins in ever, and any coins you want out come at a fairly high cost. Hey, that was puberty. So there was another pill we should go back and get, but we'll head that way in a second, I guess. And does this run want to give me these chests? This is probably a run where it would be very logical to simply find the left hand and use it to turn it into red chests. I mean, yeah, let's go and see what this does. If this gives us the head of Krampus, I'll, I guess, re-roll it. That's weird, but we want to play with the D6 and increase our odds of finding the possibly 5% remaining of items that we've never actually picked up. Don't even need that lump of coal. We probably aren't gonna get Guppy. Yeah, we'd have to have the left hand basically to turn all these chests into red chests to even get Guppy items. Are we gonna go into the shop for 3 more coins? Yeah, I don't even know why I fought in this room, that there was pointlessness there. Wow, the shop is all the way down. Let's just go and see. HP up and you feel protected. And then is the secret room to the right? No. Is the secret room down here? Probably. And unless these guys were going to give you a key, which I don't think they can. Best case scenario, all you're going to get is coins. Which I guess coins then turn into bombs, so there's an added advantage to playing that way. It's just another one of these really big floors. Key, 7 cents. Like, ideally you want this 15 cents. Like, getting this gets you to the last 8, almost certainly. How do you get 8 cents on the remainder of this floor? I don't know. That seems like you would basically need a 2 of diamonds. And to pop it off prematurely. There we go. We did it. Take this. Walk out of here, walk back. Only get 1 soul heart. That was asking for too much, I'm sure. I guess I could have left some coins on the floor after I'd gotten the amount necessary. I hadn't thought of that, but yeah. If I'd gotten exactly 15 cents, gone and gotten the humbling bundle at that point, that would have been more efficient, because then all the coins left on the ground would have come back as 2 coins. I have no idea what a super secret room would be. So let's just go and take on the boss. Yep. And yeah, I'm just going quiet. And nothing to do. You go in here and you already fought Krampus. I wish there was a way to get a charge to re-roll this, but there isn't, so tears up and 1 soul heart. And down we go. And I guess the funny part here is we really only have 2 more floors in which we can get that remaining currency. We still, like, tears up is good, but we still would want like a big changer as far as damage. Like, little brimstone cannot be relied on forever. He's going to A, take too long to line up his shots, he already does, and B, stop doing massive room clearing damage. We've got the reroll. Question is, can we with the... I really wish I had flying before I try to take on the room like that. That would be a nightmare to have to maneuver myself through that. Although I guess we can see if there's a secret room here. Also, we can blow up those things, which might be, yes, useful. Bomb here. Free roll that. Take this and take this. I don't think that's a particularly good item either, so we'll re-roll that. Lucky foot. Also not particularly good item. So we might come back and get that some more later. Let's go get some more chargers. Alright, faith up. might not even be what we want. Like, we're getting enough soul hearts already that it kind of makes more sense to stick with the Chaos Penny. I don't want to walk on the black creep, but it is safe. At least it won't hurt you. It'll just slow you down. I don't know if the explosiveness of those shots hurt you though. I think they probably do. Wow. That went poorly as far as no deal with the devil. Let's see. Super secret room here. Red hearts. That's not gonna help us. Let's see. You could trade for a soul heart there, or trade for a couple coins, which probably isn't worth it to do either of those things. What triggered that effect? Is that just Sin Up that triggers that effect? The ceremonial robes? I'd have to assume it is. Bunch of bombs, bunch of keys. Playing poorly. Let's see. I guess we could play Temperance, since we already have knowledge that there is no deal with the devil or deal with the angel on this floor. Pop that out and and then get a whole bunch of coins. And yeah, there's a black heart. We'll save that for later. Soul heart. Right. How do we get into the shop then? It's kind of stupid to go in the crow's room, so let's start with this room. One key on the gold chest just to see what it does. That's the Amnesia. That's no good. Here we have a lovers. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the lovers out here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this here. I'm going to hit this 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's about as good as it could go. Seriously? Steam sale and this thing we can't do anything with. Alright, well, we've got so much health. I suppose you take that. We'll do a little experimenting here. Yeah, I'll take that too. A bunch more coins and bombs. Okay. So at this level, yeah, we then Joker ourselves. And we don't like either one of these, so we re-roll this. And we'll take this, evil damage and fear shot. And we can't take this, so maybe I should have taken the other one first. But whatever. So now we have like 5 black hearts. That's a lot of black hearts. Yeah, and at a certain level, you have so many black hearts that, I mean, unless you unlock something in some expansion for having 12 black hearts, and I could get some more coins for a bomb, I suppose, since it kind of doesn't matter. I think there's a decent chance you'll get 2 bombs back for using 1 bomb, picking up a coin. Or 2 coins. I could have used all of that for temperance too. Hey, we've got a run. We've got a weird run that's not going to let us put all the money in the donation machine at this rate, but a run nonetheless. Now it would just all be about saving your health and doing more damage, although our damage is fairly high now. And that was dumb. That would go under the category of not saving your health. Probably is worth it to use key and touch this. Nope, surprisingly it wasn't. Right. Right. Donation machine is not in the arcade, so they still would have to do some searching. Okay. Right, so we'll have to come back after we find the shop. Put a bomb here and put a bomb here and see if we can get some black hearts. And get some soul hearts, which will take the soul hearts as protection against our black hearts. Or for our black hearts. You just have so many bombs now, it doesn't make any sense to not blow up everything. Might give you a card, which we weren't even really looking for cards. You don't get double nickels, but a nickel is still worth more than 2 pennies. Let's see. Let's not use a key there, because we're still looking for the shop. If we're going to accomplish one thing today, it's going to be to be done with the donation machine. Like, even if all 999 cents leaves the donation machine and it just resets back to 000, I mean, it really wouldn't matter that much to me. There's probably 3 hours left of gameplay for Rebirth worth playing, and then once you start touching the other DLC content and stuff, you're then gonna be having enough excuses to keep on playing so that you would still have extra coins at runs and bad runs to put money into the donation machine. Once you've gone around once, there is definitely an argument against trying to go around twice unless something unlocks because of that I just am unaware of. I don't think that is the case. There is a greed mode with a greed donation machine, and that is a different one to fill up. So, as long as this doesn't jam, 6, 7, 8, 9. That unlocks the stopwatch. And leaves you at 999. And you know what? For safety's sake, we'll leave the room. And then we'll just blow it up. And it just puts a whole bunch of dimes on the floor. Which, yeah. So this is far from 999 coins. Should have held on to that. So it'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 50, 70, 80, 90. So that would have been 100 coins. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, which is also more coins than you would have anything to do with unless you were just going to have a yeah, unless you had a D20 and wanted to re-roll it all. And you can see the donation machine is just now gone. And stupidly, there was an arcade on this floor, so like, now that we are focusing solely on that, or should be focusing solely on that, we should have come down to this direction, gone into the arcade, and just buckled in for a long-running. We're looking for pills, we're looking for rewards. How many flies can we get on the floor before we have to run out? I can be shooting also. I was just not using my other hand. So unless we were gonna get money equals damage, which is a possibility, I guess. Let's go down this way. Yeah, re-roll that. Let's see if we can go find a battery. I think we can. Re-roll that again. And we're in a weird position where, like, even if we had Dark Bomb, it really wouldn't help us enough to be interesting. We'll definitely take Infamy for damage reduction. There you go, we can go ahead and take that. And just run this way. Is it worth it to blow this up? Probably not, but we've got basically infinite bombs. Does it make it sense to blow up rocks in general? I mean, you can certainly give it the college try. but I think you'd fairly quickly run out of bombs. Is it worth it to do that? Maybe. Like, our damage is definitely high enough that taking on a challenge room makes some sense. Otherwise, you're just... we're just looking for, like, Scuttle. Looking for pills. We can come over here and do that. Alright, that saves us some time and frustration. Yeah, at this rate I could get a bombs or key and transfer close to 100 bombs into keys. I guess we're going to the lamb, so it doesn't really matter. Let's try to be a little offensive with our bombs then. And I guess you take this just so it doesn't show up again. There's still an item down below that would be red heart, HP up, and stompiness, which I don't even know if it's worth it to have stompiness. We've also have failed to look for the secret room. All this would do is leave us soul hearts, so it's not really worth it to actually waste bombs on that. Right, let's see if a super secret room is here. I doubt it would be. My guess is it would be here. Okay. So over here. Dark Heart. Acropolis 2. Let's see. So my thought process would then be secret room either is here or here. We're just picking up the coins for the bombs. Right. It would be fairly insane to not take the D6 with us. So we'll take Bucket of Lard HP up. Just cuz. We'll take this health. And avoid taking damage. We'll double check to see if there's anything here. We have to leave that. Leave that. We can go into this cursed room and see if that gives us anything. Do have a full card, so we could get out of Mom's Foot's room if there was a reason for that, but I don't think there is. Blowing up 3 rocks doesn't make any sense here, more than it does anywhere else. Bad gas, amnesia, range down. Take that. Take note, we did not unlock anything at all for blowing up the machine. We got a bunch of dimes. It didn't make an achievement or anything like that. Stopwatch is the last achievement I unlocked. And these blue flames never give you dark hearts. Immediate full black heart damage. I just don't think I can get close enough to these eyeballs and to put like a bomb next to them. That would be my goal, certainly, is to stick a bomb next to that. Alright, we're going down. We'll take the soul heart. Theoretically, I could use the full card out and leave this floor and go get another soul heart, but it's not even really worth it. Are we really ready to take on the lamb? No. We need more damage increase. And being small only helps you so much. It's still way more likely, and it has been way more likely, frankly, for the vast majority of this entire series, that I would stupidly walk into a shot like I just did, versus them actually having a dead-on shot that directly hit me from where they were targeting. Like, I'm literally hurting myself. The game is not hurting me. The game is putting a rake on the ground in front of me, and I'm stupidly stepping on it. Alright, we've got our charge, but let's go ahead and just... Alright, yeah, let's re-roll that. Bigger bombs? Sure. We'll take that. We have enough bombs to offensively use bombs, if we can actually use them. Just get out of that room for safety reasons. Maybe lazy reasons. So it's a little premature to be searching for that, but whatever. No bombs. Interesting. Whole bunch of troll bombs. Alright. We definitely want to do this and touch this, and then it is going to come down to, do we want to re-roll that, or are we going to get rid of the D6 and take guppies for blue fly, constant generation. Guppy's head definitely would work. Dead cat would work really nice right now too, because we only have 2 red hearts. Mom's toenail, I will say no to. And I'll lose a couple of charges in the rooms. No, I guess you can't take Dead Cat because we're looking to potentially fight Mega Satan, so yeah. It would make a lot of sense to play with that and save up our charges for something else. Yep, just work our way through that. A run like this can help remind you that you don't always need flying early on. You don't always need to get guppy. There are other ways to win. Arguably, particularly when you compare it to like what is obviously visible when you see the other DLC, that there isn't a lot of options, relatively speaking, as far as alternates to getting Lord of the Flies or something similar, guppy, flying. Alright, so we have 2 explosive diarrheas and 2 balls of steel. Guess we could go fight them now. Yeah, what would have to happen is I'd have to go into the curse room, fight in there, unless there's a way I can bomb my way into the curse room, and get a fight with Krampus. Yeah. We went into the challenge room. We already found the secret room actually, so we would just be looking for the super secret room now. Yeah, unless there was a battery. Put a bomb here, I guess. Okay. Eternal Heart. Take this. Yep. Odds are pretty much approaching 0 that I'll get enough charges. I'd have to fight this, I'd have to get a battery drop, or I would have to fight Krampus after this. And then I would have enough charge. Go ahead and take this and touch this and put this back. Alright. Right, so you take Dark Bum. You take this. You take this. Are we guppy now? I believe we are. Hey, let's ask a question here. Can we blow this up? No. So either we haven't fought Mega Satan, or there's something else to it. Go ahead and pop the balls of steel. Here, take that one. Go ahead and take this. Is this item any better than any other? I think that it's the same. Was there any kind of flying item I mean, we were flying, so theoretically we could have gone into the cursed room. But we already got Guppy, so is there even a reason to go into the cursed room? I'd say probably not so much. And then you come in here. What would he even get? Yeah, unless you're gonna get money equals damage from the slot machine, you're just looking for pills. And if anything, I think there's a realization that needs to be addressed as far as just how arcades, when offered to you, often are there to throw you off your vibe and have you take a lot of extra time to exhaust yourself mentally and just not be warmed up as far as the fighting mechanic of the game. You don't see that as blatant in other games. Usually if you see some kind of slot machine, it's there to help you. But yeah, there definitely were some odd slot machines in, I think, BioShock Infinite or one of the other BioShock games that kind of out of the blue were available to you and weren't really worth playing with as a higher action game that BioShock Infinite was. I suppose if we got Skatole or something, we could re-roll it. And that's what we would be looking for more than anything, is do we have a pedestal item that we can re-roll? Yes, we have to go to the arcade. Even though I said that was going to be a huge waste of time. In this case with the D6, there's enough of a reason. Let's blow that up. We need just one pedestal item. At this rate, we might get a bunch of bombs too, which I don't know if bombs are going to help with anything. These aren't going to do anything. We did take the negative, right? Have we even fought Mom's? We fought Mom's foot. Which one is the negative? Well, I think we took the negative, but of those icons, the only one I could even assume would be the negative would be the one on the lower right corner, one square up. Unless it's just an item that's not even being mentioned. That would be embarrassing. Did get a pill. There's frankly too many buddies. It is a cheap way of repeating items. Just take every item that does something fairly unique like technology and make a baby that does a lower version of it. And then there are some babies that do slightly new and original things, but none of them are great. Like Dark Bum is the one baby buddy we've talked about more than anything else. This guy just troll bombs himself. Will be done, and I would accept that as a valid way to end this run. And so even if we gamble all the way down to 0 cents, I think with Humbling Bundle, you have just such a high chance that you would get more coins back. I suppose if I died on this level, I may have enough soul hearts to then justify giving it a second chance. Or if I got soul converter somehow, there might be an argument to converting soul hearts into red hearts. Although I don't know what argument there would be for that now. That really only makes sense when you're taking half heart damage. If you're taking full heart damage, it doesn't matter. Or it barely matters. It might change things slightly, but after the womb, you pretty much stop getting red hearts also. I could certainly also do for a better trinket, but that's seemingly not going to happen. Right. I don't know why I tried to bomb that. That was dumb. Can't get into the challenge room. Can bomb this guy. Can see that there's a battery in there. He's dropping soul hearts all over the place. The little brimstone charge up is not really worth using at this point. You might as well just play normally. It did help, certainly, up until a certain point, but it stopped being useful. There you go. Take one soul heart of damage. Pick up a soul heart. Like, you can go into a room charged and try and use it a little bit, but that's about all Little Brimstone's worth. Well, he does also clear with a spectral shot, basically, all the way in a straight line through a room. And that helps with laser eyes and other things that can be problematic enemies. Right. Amnesia. I wish there was some kind of secret that you could use Amnesia with to justify it existing, but I don't think there is. I think Amnesia is just Amnesia. Right, well, if that's the case, then the super secret room is here. I guess we can let this guy grab a couple, but why are we even doing that? Yeah, let's not waste our time. Like, he doesn't drop pills or anything. Yeah, we just need to move on. And we have a battery where we can re-roll the boss item if we don't like it. Which there won't be a boss item anyway, so okay. Go down this way, go this way, go up here, get one soul heart, and down we go. It still feels a little rough I have to admit, I could still see taking a whole bunch of damage. I could still see dying before getting to the land. This is a kind of version of that scenario where we don't see our health, so it's possible to not really know where you're going as far as life and all. I guess you stick with High Priestess. I mean, Balls of Steel. Yeah, you don't take High Priestess in that scenario. Is it really worth it to gamble? I mean, odds are not high that you would really need extra soul hearts or extra coinage. What's our luck? Luck is at 1, so maybe there's a scenario where you blow up the donation machine and it increases your luck really high. That would be nice if that was just a permanent improvement. There we go. Well, we tried looking for a pedestal item. Reroll. Yeah, mostly what we're looking for is Dad's key. We couldn't even get Angel Room fight, so there's really no other way to get the key. Is it worth it to look for the rest of the rooms? I mean, we might as well just clear the floor off. You never know. There, I almost ran into the fire. 99 cents, troll bombs, 95 bombs. Secret room here? No. Stick one here. This will be, I guess, a good experiment to just see how fast can we take on some of these later darkroom items. The irony will be here that somehow I left the room without taking the negative, and this run ends after we fight Satan. We are going to be kind of in a weird position because I think it really is just the Blue Baby and Maggie, and at this rate it seems like it's probably just going to be Maggie that we can get all the completion marks on. I wouldn't be surprised if there really isn't enough of a motivation in me to try to get the Blue Baby to do his one successful run that he needs to get. Yeah. If I had gotten the Bombser key right now, I probably wouldn't have enough bombs past this point to get it all 3 to 999. And it feels like there should be something that happens if you did that, but I don't think there actually is anything. in any of the DLC. If anything, maybe there should just be 3 achievements for potentially getting 99 bombs and 99 keys and 99 coins, and when you get all 3 of those achievements, they stack together and unlock something else. Because like, yeah, at this point, me picking up coins actually is more of a risk than it's worth. Yep, and we're not getting any pedestal items. Which, if anything, that probably shows that our luckiness is not as high as it should be. Or could be. Because you'd think it would account for the fact that you're at max bombs and stop giving you bombs. Although I guess it can't really stop giving me bombs if I have the Chaos Penny and it's giving me a bomb every time there's something happening. I could take the High Priestess with us and try and use it. Yeah, but it's not really worth it. Go ahead and take that one too. And here we go. Isaac versus Satan. We've done this one before. This is gonna be an easy fight, at least up until this next point, and then it will possibly get a little bit more difficult. Something I'm doing that's running into him is doing damage. So we did get the negative, thank goodness. It's kind of stupid to even have to pick up the Polaroid in negative at this point. It is just kind of ridiculous. Well, none of those were pedestal items. So we're probably just gonna look for the lamb and be done with this run. We often go to the right, and this time I'm gonna go to the left, and we'll see if that pays off. Yep. These rooms could still be difficult enough with bullet sponge style enemies. There you go. We will take that, and we will roll that pedestal item every time we get a charge, which best case scenario you've got 2 or 3 charges on this entire floor. There probably is some kind of synergy or technique that you could do that could hurt you, and then with an item that you'd already picked up, cause you to get charges because you hurt yourself, but also prevent and undo the actual damage you're doing to yourself via some other item, or just having a lot of soul hearts on the floor. But you basically need an item that would prevent the damage, so you could constantly just hurt yourself, so you could potentially just reroll forever. And I'm not sure what you'd really even want to reroll forever with. It'd be interesting if there was a temporary D6 item that you had like 30 seconds to use it as many times as possible, and you're just sitting there pulling the left trigger as fast as possible. But I also wouldn't. That would be just very button mashy, and if anything, Isaac is very anti-button mashing because you are. We'll probably want to re-roll that one and take the other one. You're kind of constantly using the left and right sticks to shoot, and it just auto fires instead of requiring you to press a button to fire. Like, this would be a very different game if I had to pull the right trigger every time to fire, or if I go ahead and use the balls of steel. We're running out of backups to refill our health. Yeah. Reroll that. That's not a terrible item to pick up if we have nothing better to do. Let's go and see if there's a secret room here. No. Well, since we have plenty of bombs, we'll test there also. What'll be crazy is if this unlocks something that is like super useful, we'll take that. Damage and HP up is a really good item. If we unlock something by playing as Isaac, then that is going to just say, yeah, I have overly focused on playing as the non-Isaac characters, whereas they expected players to play more as the default Isaac and succeed faster with the default Isaac. But I don't think any of the items are that crazy. It probably is going to unlock something like the D100 or something that is interesting, but not super different, because it just is a randomization of stats or items and things that don't give any kind of guaranteed rate of return. Let's see. It kind of feels like there aren't that many varieties in the layouts of the Dark Place. Like, this floor layout looks very similar to floor layouts I've seen before. It might be a case also that the Dark Place just doesn't have anywhere as much variety as far as rooms. They're all like full rooms with stuff. Let's see. Well, yeah, it just cuts off your head, and then your head shoots wherever it is and becomes this turret that can't take damage. But your body still is there and can take damage, and you have to run around. It would be very difficult to play with the scissors. Yeah. You would have to know exactly where you want to put your body, and then exactly where you'd want to put your head, and then fight with that. Alright, well, with that I'm gonna take this one. Big beautiful fly. That is an explosive item though, so we have to be careful that it doesn't blow up in our face. There's no way to move the two pedestal items into the same room. I feel like there's a packing crate item later on, as in one of the DLCs that does let you pick up items like that, but I don't think we're there yet. I don't think the DLC has that. Man, it seems like the big rooms in the dark place never are directly touching the boss room. We've been through, like, it feels like 3 or 4 rooms. Alright, blank card. Also have pills. Bad gas, tears up, explosive diarrhea. Guess we have nothing better to get. Would we be able to even find a card? Yeah, we'll take the attack fly. Yeah, that is, I guess, questionable as far as just where would the super secret room be then? Let's not make any mistakes here. We're not going to get cards, so blank card's going to be fairly useless. Probably not going to get enough charges for a D6. We should go in there and fight while our health is high. Sure, there might be a case that we could go and find a soul heart, but we could also go and take several soul hearts of damage. Come on. Just focus, just go quiet if we have to. There you go. And that unlocked the missing poster. Which, yeah. So, yeah, we've been collecting and trying to do things with the missing page several times, thinking it was the missing poster, and we didn't even have the missing poster. Let's see. So maybe that makes an argument that if we have the missing poster, go into the sacrifice room and sacrifice yourself, which will just show us a puzzle piece, I think, at this point. I think that's all it shows us. Yeah. And we have no more charges, and we could look for a super secret room, I guess, since we have a ridiculous amount of bombs. But we are done for as far as this run is concerned, which is fine, and we're basically done as far as Isaac is concerned, with the exception of getting a completion mark on hard to the heart, and that's the only other thing that really unlocks with Rebirth, as far as I understand it. Everything else you might as well just wait until you have Afterbirth to start doing. And I'd have to actually do a little bit more research to figure out what of the things in are Afterbirth exclusive versus Afterbirth Plus exclusive as far as completion marks. This is funny. I guess it has to be in the big room. And big explosive bombs won't let you in here. Yeah. Let's see. Doing that did nothing. The bomb here. Okay. So, Emperor? Will the Emperor take us into the place? Like, we got our soul heart back. Chariot won't do anything for us. If Emperor took us to Mega Satan, that would be really cool. And I don't think there's really a reason to take trinkets, because I think we've long since gotten all the trinkets. You can build up all kinds of... You could definitely try the Fool too and just see if that stupidly teleports us somewhere. If we got a glitch room, maybe there would be something around that idea. Yeah, you can definitely feel though how these items have been played out, that there's not a lot that they can offer. 2 of clubs would just double our bombs back up to 99. Unless this is gonna magically give me the missing page. Alright, Joker. Sure. Go ahead. This. Sacrifice that. Bomb this. Joker doesn't get us into Mega Satan room. We really are just wasting our time, but it would be funny. Certainly if this got us to Mega Satan. Are we really situated to fight Mega Satan? Not greatly, but we could definitely take him on and have a decent shot at it. Our health is at maximum. You can't ask for more of that. We're guppy. We have a whole bunch of buddies. If I just play fairly well. Right, so, Judgment. This guy gave me a chest with a battery in it. There might be something to that idea. You pretty much would have had to have been a coin beggar. Key beggar instead. that teleports us there. Okay. Let's ask a question here. With the blank card, it's 5 charges based on the card you have, right? Seems to be the case. It's the same amount of charges always. But yeah, if it was free charges on something that wasn't so annoying, maybe there would be an idea there. I must have Stompy. Either that or just take the petrified poop. Oh, hold on to the petrified poop. We'll just have a really high shot speed up. So, yeah. Whole bunch of coins. Are the coins gonna do anything for me? No, I would need some kind of trinket. Or something. Something else to work with. Full card. Doesn't get us there. Yeah, I was thinking if you could use the full card without any battery charges with the blank card, that would be interesting. But that doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Hierophant is that one. Emperor will be our last attempt, just to see what that does. Clearly the odds are not in your favor to just teleport yourself in. Alright. So, yeah, this would have been the build I would have gone with, is this, and the poison shots. Yeah, and it just takes you here. And like the trinket of the rusty key is not going to help you, but we'll double check just to make sure. If it had like a really small chance of opening the door, you would want to check that, but I don't think it has any chance of doing that. Now, we've already seen all the endings, so unlocking the missing poster here makes sense that we're seeing the missing poster item ending, but it's called the lost poster. But yeah, no new completion sticker on the save file. It's still just Mega Satan has been defeated. We have 100 deaths, we have 320 items, so I don't want to use that website to try and say what is this one item here. Like, Seems weird that there are just items on the first page we still haven't found. Same is true for the second page. We've filled in everything else out. And I guess we have gotten Midas's touch once before. I thought that might have been one of the items we hadn't gotten. And this is Humbling Bundle. So, yeah. That certainly helped in the previous run. And you've got about 4 items on the third page. Let's see. Yeah. And this is what the negative looks like. It's just a dark negative version of the Polaroid. So, yeah, the scissors were here. Isaac's tears are here. Lazarus's bandages are there. Soy milk or almond milk is there. Doesn't really imply to me that the things on the final page are like the last things you're likely to unlock. As far as secrets, we have 142 of 178, so there's 36 more secrets? That seems weird. Where do you get 36 more secrets here? We have Judas and Blue Baby needing to beat the lamb. And that's it, as far as completion marks. So the rest of them have to be based on doing several things, I assume, that just wouldn't really make that much sense to do otherwise. And even when you know there is a completion unlock for beating the mom's heart on hard, that still would only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 unlocks because of that. 2 for beating the lamb, that's 11. And then we know there are 6 more items that unlock because of the Lost. So yeah, it gets you up to about 17 out of 32. Where's the other 15 items? If you got an item for doing a boss rush with each character and beating it, which I don't think you do on normal or hard, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe there's a boss rush solution there. Maybe if you beat everything, beat Mega Satan with every character, that unlocks one thing. Maybe, but I don't think so. Yep. I'm really bemused where that last 15 items would be. And so what I think I'll do is I'll end this episode here. I'll play a little bit of Blue Baby in the next episode, and then we'll do a Judas run, whether we succeed or not with the Blue Baby, at the start of the next episode. It's still not really worth it to try and show off a Blue Baby run. There's just so many failures that happen there. And that definitely would be multiplied tenfold if we were just going to do Lost runs. That would be really, really annoying. And just unnecessary, because as soon as you get Afterbirth, it is way easier to unlock the Lost, and it's then way more reasonable to once in a while play as the Lost to make him the equivalent of the Blue Baby as a character that just dies in one hit almost always. Some of these other characters that in the past may have been a little bit more difficult, like Azazel, have since found ways to succeed, and you only really need to succeed once, particularly if you were only playing on hard. It would be very weird though if you were to buy Repentance and Afterbirth Plus and Rebirth and just have all the DLC and start with the DLC and play on hard and just beat everything on hard on the first few tries. You would be such a just like random excellent player of Isaac at that point, it would just be kind of insane. You might as well just not play the game at all if you're that good. But yeah, I think we have one more episode, and then we'll do one last run with each character, and then that'll be at the end of the series. We have definitely done as much as I expected by far. Like, I really was thinking we would only get 80%. We are now way past 80%. Now, if we look at the achievements, there's still 488 achievements because of the way Steam adds the achievements from the other DLC, and we've only unlocked about 142. So in reality, we are 1/5 of the way done with the game. If you were to estimate just by achievements, we're probably much closer than that. I would say at least 1/3 of the way done with the game, because once you got a new DLC, a lot of the items would just show up in the regular item pool, and you could do another 30 Isaac runs and you'll run into those items with the D6 very easily. Yeah, getting up to 50 mom skills is a nice round number, but I don't think it unlocks anything. Getting any more deaths, I don't think unlocks anything. We will see the shop and see how many coins are in the donation machine in the next recording. It'll be a low number, I'm sure, but probably not anywhere below 300. And we didn't unlock anything as an achievement for doing that, so I would recommend people just put 999 in it and leave it at that. Alright, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.